I wholeheartedly believe on a energy revolution, on a very drastic and dramatic change on the energy scene, and how energy is used, produced, consumed, delivered worldwide in very many ways, in many sub-industries, energy sub-industries, not only because of the anticipated and very expected decline of oil production, but also with the coming of the many alternative energy technologies like solar, wind, geothermal, biofuels, biomass, etc. I believe this change, this coming, will be quite drastic and even of apocalyptic scales. Why do I think this very dramatic idea or event is coming? Well, because like many things that I've seen, experienced, read about in the past, change usually comes very slowly and then very grows very rapidly if the change is found to be beneficial. For example, just a simple example with social media. Yes, MySpace was good, but it was quickly found that Facebook was much better, and a rapid, overnight, seemingly flock of people switching over from Facebook, or excuse me, from MySpace to Facebook. This change occurred virtually overnight, and in the millions of subscribers. So and like the same thing has happened, to my belief, in many other circumstances, many other areas, many other technologies have found to be much better, and change came very rapidly, switching over from one technology or area to another. Examples include the use of computers instead of typewriters and other office equipment. The change was very sudden and rapid in human timeline terms. The coming on of other technologies and appliances such as the washing machine, the microwave. These technologies, when they first came up, people were reluctant to do the change because of their bulkiness, their price, cost. But slowly they crept up. They insisted, they persisted in the market, and all of a sudden a point of no return was reached and a rapid expansion happened. Television and radio, I'm sure that happened the same thing, as far as creeping up, and then all of a sudden everyone had one in their living room. So many other technologies and appliances, electronics, and other items have been introduced to everyday people, and they have rapidly grown or exponentially expanded over a short period of time. And I think this is going to happen for the energy industry. It is happening right now. It is still, I believe, in that stage where energy technologies, alternative energy technologies, are creeping up. They are used, although only by the minority, by the enthusiast, by the very specialized people's very specialized niche, um, and only very advanced and open-minded and progressive areas and governments and communities, societies. Those are the groups that are using those types of technology right now, wind, solar, etc. But I believe sooner than later there will come a point where those technologies will basically balloon to an extent that we can't hardly imagine at this moment. Probably at the same speed or faster as some of the technologies that have made an impact in the world, like the PC, the computer, the telephone, the light bulb, the train, the aircraft, the airplane. All of those very fundamental and very useful technologies, the washing machine, the microwave, as I mentioned, all of those technologies made such a positive impact in the world that they rapidly expanded, and everyone, speaking generally, wanted or had those technologies in a short period of time. They became available quickly because very many companies found the need for them, the demand for them, especially the demand, and began to manufacture them and open up businesses, servicing them, selling them, etc. This is again happening right now, not at the very fast growth as I'm speaking of, but on the initial stages, in which very specialized groups know about it, use it. This is happening with the alternative energy technologies, especially with solar technologies. And I don't say this about solar technologies because I'm involved in the industry, but because it is very, very apparent and clear that solar technologies are the simplest and rapidly becoming more and more affordable of the other technologies. Other technologies are also on the growth, especially wind, but not as fast and as much as solar technologies. And that's photovoltaic solar. I know there are other types of solar energy technologies such as reflectors, concentrators, and thermal heat collectors, etc. But photovoltaics, which are your regular solar panels that you may have seen on rooftops, those are the types of technologies I'm speaking of, and they are growing quite rapidly. And I believe sooner than later, again, they will reach a point of no return as far as growth. And when this point is reached, this critical point, I believe there will be a ballooning of the technology as far as distribution, availability, price drop, and widespread use. When this occurs, many industries will change and some will even fall. This is my prediction, my very, again, educated guess and estimation. So it is coming. If you are looking to get involved, do not wait. As far as for your own use, consumption, or as a business opportunity, I highly recommend not to wait for this critical point to be reached because of a economic point of being the first in. There's a very great advantage in any economic and business venture to be first in. If not first, second, third, but the very top places are the ones that are usually and traditionally the more successful and the ones with the higher chance of being successful. For example, the automobile industry, the Benz company, motor company, is today's Mercedes-Benz, which is among the greatest and longest lasting companies, and among the most successful as far as product quality, um, prestige, and also I haven't looked this up, but it's probably among the top earners in the world, probably a Fortune 1000 or 500 company, very likely. So, uh, I believe a rapid change, a revolution, nothing less than a revolution is coming as far as the energy industry. The gas and oil and coal industries will suffer very, very, very dramatically. Perhaps some and many will fall and go out of business at long last, and many will attempt a switchover, as some are already trying, such as BP, Exxon, and many of the other, some of the other oil companies. Um, Power companies will fall. Some will make the switch in time. Some will attempt to do some sort of hybrid power production with coal, oil, and gas, and other alternative energies. But the popular conscience is changing. When peak oil is more apparent, this will perhaps be the igniter of this very large explosion, which is, to my estimation, coming. Not only me, but many studies out there have been performed. There have been many experts in the industry that are predicting the same, and even governments, schools, scholars, organizations, very respected, all of them, they are all saying the same thing. The energy revolution is coming. So do not wait, do not put it off, pay attention and get into it, whether it's for your own use, business, or a combination of both. Good luck and have yourself a great day.